America, that's how you do. That's how you load guns. Sig 365 XL. It's interesting. I tell you what's really interesting about it is how quickly Sig came out with this when the 365 is really like a relatively very, very new gun already. But Glock 48 came out. I don't know what came out first, 365 XL or Glock 48. But I look at this and I feel like Sig said, all right, Glock, it's cute. It's cute. You got 10 rounds and a little bit bigger gun. Cool. We'll throw in 12. It is, I tell you this, because aesthetics matter. Let's be honest. We all care about stuff that looks cool. That's a good looking gun. I mean, that's actually legitimately, that's a really good looking gun. And the 365 is a pretty decent looking gun. That's a good looking gun. Now, tip for everyone. Don't shoot without your ear protection on. So, this review doesn't end well with Jake going deaf. So, not my gun. Gun's on loan. Thank you, Western Guardian, for the loaner. I will shoot it and probably return it dirty, but I do appreciate it. Never shot this. First rounds. Again, white noir, okay? White Utah noir. That's what I am today. So, we'll get a little closer and let's just see first rounds how we're feeling here. Pretty nice to shoot. Honestly, it's not like, it's not snappy. It's not mind-blowingly flat, which you would expect that to be the case. It's still a relatively small gun, so you're not expecting it to shoot like a full-size 2011. But it feels pretty good. One thing that is very noticeable is that flat trigger. So, well, it's an interesting trigger because that angle is super steep. Like that's a very kind of almost unusual angle for a trigger to be at, but it's very flat. There's no, I mean, unless there is something that I am completely oblivious to, I don't see any safety on this gun, like not even a trigger safety, which you got to give a point to that to Team Glock, right? Because you go, okay, no external safety, but at least I do have a mild trigger safety. Again, unless I'm clueless to something, because I do zero research for gun reviews. Like if you guys want specs and data and science and shit, you got to go somewhere else, okay? I do no homework. We literally show up the day of and we just start shooting. So there is no safety on that, which I don't know how I feel about it. Like there is a part of, I mean, I'm used to carrying 1911s, 2011s where I've got two. I got a grip safety, I got a thumb safety. At least when you shoot Glock, at least you do have that trigger safety. I ain't got shit on that. Now, is there a reason this would get, you know, that the gun should just go off? No, we all know that, but it is noteworthy. No trigger safety, very flat trigger. Well, I guess flat's flat. I don't think there is any very flat. It's either flat or not. It's flat, and at a very steep angle. The trigger pull, it's not horrible. It's not great. It's for a 580. Isn't that what it was? 580. 580, right? Yeah, $580 gun. Yeah, what do you expect, you know? It's not bad. It's not bad. I'll tell you this though. The grip is really nice. Like really solid grip. And that's something that I dig about what Sig's doing. Guns come stippled. Sure, you could go do an aftermarket stipple and you could stipple up here and, you know, like a little thumb ledge. You could do all of that. but at least I do have some traction down here. And I tell you, just the angle, the ergonomics of it, it's really nice. Really, really nice ergonomics. I'm a big fan of this, okay? They're crushing it on these sights. Now, if I was designing sights, if I was like picking my own aftermarket sights, are these sights what I was gonna do? Maybe, maybe not. But I tell you one thing, even if I was paying extra for these as an aftermarket sight, I wouldn't hate them. That front sight, it's killer. It's just, I'll check my my existing 365, but I think it's the same front sight. And man, I'm into it, because the front sight, it's like the best of both. Because really the question for most people who actually shoot, not people who are gun guys, because frequently there's a big difference between people who shoot and gun guys, right? People who shoot, really the big debate is, okay, do I want a tritium front sight or do I want a fiber front sight? Very debatable. Maybe we'll do a video on that on some point. On carry guns, frankly, I like tritium. Some people say that's outdated. You should have a weapons light. You should have fiber only because it's gonna be brighter during the day, yada, 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 right? Down the rabbit hole we go. You really have the best of both on that, because you've got something that is bright as shit during the day that's also tritium at night. And you've definitely got tritium rear versus just a blacked out rear sight. But the dots, I mean, if you see, the dots aren't big on the rear. They're not obnoxious. What I don't like is having big dots back here and then big dot up there. I'm trying to draw my eye to that front sight. And if I'm too confused by what's going on back here, that's not gonna happen. So they found a nice balance with this of easy, quick to pick up front sight that's bright during the day. And that's part of the reviews. Jake wipes snot away because it's cold. It acts very much like a fiber front, but with the benefit of tritium once that sun goes down. They're doing a good job on these. All right, let's hit a couple. I'm actually gonna do like somewhat of a gun review here. Let's talk just a couple features that I'm finding noteworthy right now. One, liking this. I don't even really quite know what to make of that, but there's like this sweet spot here where this finger goes, where it's not stippled, and it's really nice. Like it's a nice, it's hard to imagine that's considered like an undercut. Like I'm not really thinking of it like that, but it is a really, really nice, just a nice feature. I don't really know what to call that. So I can only assume, again, did no research prior to today, that this is some sort of an RMR plate or something to that effect. I don't know what the hell else it would be, which you got to go big points for the Sig on that, okay? Because that's something really, that gun to me is big enough that you wouldn't be completely ridiculous if you threw a dot on it, okay? Versus like a 43 or just a standard 365 where it's like, dude, that gun's too small for a dot. This is very, very debatable, right? So you got a plate there, which is good. I like, they've got a nice tactile mag release. And as a lefty, I appreciate that, because it drives me nuts on a stock Glock where it's like, are you trying to just, lefties, Glock, right? Are you trying to just screw me over and having nothing to be able to hit there? Because we have to do this. And on that standard Glock mag release, there's just nothing there. Front serrations, good ones too. Nice tactile. They're good. They're solid. I like that. And even, I found this really interesting. I mean, there's like a little integrated mag well, in essence. It's nothing crazy. I mean, you'll see a little bit of a flare there that's coming out of that kind of mag well grip area down at the bottom there. But that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool, right? Like there's some nice features. The mag release, a lot more prominent and easy to hit. Again, from a lefty perspective, right? Because I'm doing that, but I would also imagine for a righty, you've just got more real estate there to be able to hang on to versus like a standard Glock mag release. There's some nice, thoughtful touches on this. So, personal gun, 365, it's a carry gun. So, if you're wondering what I'm doing, just cleaning off belly button lint, pubic hair, shit like that. Nothing you really need to concern yourself with. What I'm curious about, I'm just trying to find if there's a significant difference in that recoil impulse, right? So let's feel this out. The grip on that 365 XL, you just, I mean, I'm not saying anything groundbreaking here. You just have more to grip onto. And that's with that extended pinky fucking, whatever the fuck. I don't know. I don't talk for a living. I don't get paid to do these gun reviews. I don't know what I'm trying to say. The extended shit on the bottom of this magazine where your pinky goes. It helps, but it's, you know, when you grab this, you go, yeah, man, I got a lot more to grab onto there. It's flatter, but I mean, you would anticipate that. Of course, this is going to be flatter than a standard 365. All right, side-by-side time. Standard 365, 365 XL. So, it's how much extra barrel you're getting on there. What, maybe half an inch? I don't know. Not a mathematician. Ballpark half an inch. That rear sight, obviously, you're going to notice a difference there. In terms of the dots themselves, I mean, the front sights, as best I can tell, are identical. I don't see any difference in that. The rear sight is different. To be honest with you, sorry, let's get rid of some more. It's a belly, some sort of hair from around this region. Get rid of that. Honestly, I think I prefer the standard 365 sight. This is just a little, I believe this sight is this way because they're accounting for whatever dot you're putting on the top here. That's the only reason I can imagine they would have a rear sight that's kind of, you know, it's just a little clunky and it's a little big. So I would imagine that is purpose driven. I don't know why else they would do that. And we can see the grip difference there. So very, very minimal, okay? Now keeping in mind that if we take the mag out, it's gonna clear it up a little bit. So you got a little extra length on that 365 standard, or on the 365 XL rather. Standard 365, you got 10 rounds. XL, you got 12, so you get an extra 2 rounds. They're both double stack, obviously, which is part of the reason everyone freaked out when this came out in the first place. But you don't get enough extra grip where it's really going to be a nuisance. You get enough that it's going to be a lot more pleasant to grip and shoot, especially if you got meaty hands. But it's not long enough that it's going to be a giant problem in terms of printing. The barrel's where you're really going to make up most of that size difference. But I mean, there you go, right? That's your side-by-side comparison. Trigger-wise, a little confused why they opted for this flat, kind of awkwardly harsh angle front sight, or front trigger. Yeah, like there's a front trigger. Yeah, it's just a trigger, asshole. If I'm being honest with you, I gotta tell you, I think I actually prefer the trigger on that standard 365. That the curved trigger to me is a little easier for my finger to kind of find its home. That is just a little steep for my taste. It's not bad. It's not unpleasant to shoot. It's just, it feels a little unnecessary. Like, why that harsh on that angle? Curve it. Like, I'm not attached to the flat thing. I'm not a flat or die guy. Did you catch that?
I did. Did you?
America, that's how you do. That's how you load guns. Now, we got a mag that's nice and wet. Thanks to Western Guardian for the loaner. This will come back to you in mint condition. Was never dropped. Probably didn't shoot reloads through it. Okay. Great. In business now. Hey everyone, thanks so much for watching. Please subscribe to our channel while you're here. Maybe like, leave us a comment. If you leave us a nasty comment or you leave us a thumbs down, that might be the lowest form of human interaction these days. Who leaves a thumbs down on a YouTube video? But subscribe. You can find us on YouTube, Outspoke, Full30.com, 1911 Syndicate. It's very simple. If you're a podcaster, you just like listening to audio in your car, you can search the Syndicate Minutes on Apple, Google, Spotify, and you can always find us on Instagram, Facebook, all those good things. Just search 1911 Syndicate, and we'll hang out. Come on, we'll hang out with each other online. Let's become friends. Come on, just do it. Go, do it now.